Hey, what's up guys? This is David with Great Choice Audio Video. Hey, today's video is Screen Innovations Motorized Shades. Now we've done some shade videos in the past and we love doing these for you guys because their shades are so awesome. And today we have two shades. So as you can see, we film in a office here for unboxings and things like that. And right there's a window where all that light is coming through. So we're excited to finally get one of the shades on that window. So let me show you kind of what we're doing here today and what we're installing and what all this kind of consists of. So we have two shades, one in this room, one in another room. Now, one thing I love about Screen Innovations is that it's all customizable as far as, you know, they're powder coated casings. You can get open roll, closed roll, inside mount, outside mount, all those sort of things. Standalone, work with a third-party system. We have a third-party system called Lawton, but we're going to make this standalone and work with our Lawton control system. We want easy control where you don't always have to get the app out, but we are going to add it to Lawton so we can schedule where the shades automatically go up and down throughout the day. So that's super cool. You could also do that inside of the Tahoma app for Somfy, which we're going to add as well. So we have the Tahoma here, and we'll add that to the network later so we can control the shades through the app, but also be able to add it to a third-party control system, which we're going to do with Lawton. So these are super cool. Like I said, guys, we can get these in many colors. So we went with a dark gray. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but dark gray. And then the color shade, and obviously you'll see the shade much better when we extend it after we get it installed, but it's called Thunder. We wanted a little bit of texture, a little bit of dark gray. The room is getting, or the office here is getting repainted to a different shade of gray, so we wanted kind of a dark gray to kind of have some contrast. So these should look super awesome. They're very easy to install. Can't wait to show you that. But like I said, we got the Tahoma. This is going to give us the Tahoma app to control the shades, but also give us the ability to add to our Lawton control system. And then for ease of use, we have two of the single zone remotes or single channel remotes. Obviously you can just lay these around on a tabletop or whatever, but they do come with a small little wall mount that you could put on the wall. Matter of fact, in one of the other rooms, we will probably do that just for ease of placing the remote somewhere and walking into the room and open and close, that sort of thing. So if you guys haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe. We really appreciate all the subscribers we've got so far. I think we finally hit over 500. Obviously, we'd like to hit over 1,000. But hey, we're doing our best to make as many videos as we can. We're still trying to stay consistent with the 2 videos a week. We got a lot of really cool outdoor projects, but we happen to get some cool shades in, so we wanted to show you guys shades as well. So, like I said, in this project, we have 2 shades. We have the Tahoma. We have 2 remotes, one for one room, one for another room. Now, they do make a 4-channel remote, so I could have done one remote to control both shades, but I just wanted one for one for the other. So, and then of course I've showed you guys the ease of charging. It comes with the 110 outlet charger with a long cable with a magnetic end. Super cool. So I'll show you guys real fast. These come pre-charged. Take off the end here. This is going to be the top, so the charge port's on the bottom. And it's on that side. So if you remember, ease of charging, you got your outlet, plug it in, get this close to the port, boom, connects, now it's charging. About 6 hours of charge, get you roughly around a year and a half worth of use, depending on how many times you have the shade go up and down. So, and then we have one other thing that it comes with, and that's brackets. Another detail they do is they powder coat the brackets the same color as the casing. So you don't have any white brackets you gotta cover up if you have a different color shade or casing or whatnot. So super cool, super easy. So without further ado, let's start installing these shades, and we'll see you when we're done. Okay guys, so I got the brackets installed, and what's cool about these, you don't really need to measure exactly how far they are in, because, let me grab one of these shades. You can see, but on the back of it, there's a groove. It goes all the way from one side to the other. So this makes easy one-man installation. Super awesome. And then all you have, so you have that groove I just showed you, these two clips, these little hooks here at the top, and then you just set it in on place, and then you just rotate this thing over, and it presses it up and locks it in. That's it. Super, super simple, guys. So let's get this shade ready. Take off these little end caps. So there we go. It's right on the clips. I'll squeeze that in. Boom. There we go. Nice, sturdy. Now, there's a sticker on the front, and this has a barcode for setting it up. And then I've got this clear plastic to help protect it. So until I get the shade set up, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. But that's it. That's all it took to install that shade. So now we're going to go install the other shade, and then we're going to add the Tahoma to the system and bring in the remotes, and then we'll show you guys how we start to set limits within the app. Super simple. They're pretty much preset at the factory. Sometimes you got to fine tune them a little bit, and then that's it. So stay with us and we'll start on the next stage. All right guys, we're fixing to hook up the Tahoma to the network. So let me just show you what that consists of. So it comes as a two-part piece. It's got a little base station right here for it to set in. So you'll just click it in like with the little notches in the back and pop it in like that. So that will just sit on the top somewhere. It's open to the area that is broadcasting. So it comes with a little wall wart, two-piece. So of course you gotta snap in the US plug to it. And then it comes with a USB that plugs in the back of this, just like that. And then that's gonna go to this little PoE kind of adapter, which they send you, comes in the box. So you're gonna plug power into this, like so. And then this little part right here is going to actually plug into your Tahoma in the very back, like so. So then the only thing you need now is on the back of this, you have an Ethernet connection, and that Ethernet connection obviously goes to your network, to your router, to your switch, however way you have your home network. So that's all that's involved there, and then we'll get that all plugged into the network, guys. We'll come back to you and we'll start configuring the app to control the shades and add in the remotes. Be right back. All right guys, so we are going to install just a simple, here's the one channel remote. Maybe we'll get that focused, maybe not. So one channel remote, and it has this simple little wall attachment. You know, this piece right here, you just mount on the wall and it goes like this. Just kind of connects, snaps on. So super easy. So it's kind of a two-piece part. So you have this, it has a little plate right here that's on this piece, and it just snaps off so you can screw inside that. So it's a nice clean fit and finish. So let's put this little piece in. I've already put my 2 holes in the wall. And we're going to put in the screws. Okay, and then we'll just make sure that it is even up and down. Very good. All right, so now we have this little plate to make this kind of clean fit and finish. Just snaps on like that. So if you want to see that, guys, pretty clean. And then you have the remote. Just hangs like that. So it's kind of neat. So easy on, easy off. Actually looks pretty decent. It's not extremely ugly, but you know, obviously you can just hold it right here and have the shade go up and just leave it on the wall or take it off. So nice easy way to have independent room control without having to go get an app or anything like that, unless you guys decide to incorporate shades with voice using, you know, obviously Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, or what I like is Josh.ai. So stay tuned. I'll show you more on controlling the shades with the remote. All right, guys, we're going to open the Tahoma app. All right, so now it shows both of our shades. So this one shade that we're going to work with here is the office shade. So I'm going to select it. And so from the app, it tells you your percentage of battery life in the top left-hand corner. And then it also gives you the ability to open and close the shade and tells you the percentage as you do that. So if I go down to 40, let's say 50%, it's updating, and it's actually closing the shade, or yeah, closing it to 50% to what we set it at. So this is going through the app for open and close and manual type placement or whatever of the shade. So we're gonna get out of that. And so let's say we need to change the limits. So if you look at the bottom, you have those 3 dots, and we'll press that. And then we're gonna go to advanced settings. And then where it says adjust Zigbee limit. This is warning. Okay. And we're gonna select which motor limit we're gonna adjust, which is the office. And then right there, it's easy. So you just set upper limit, set lower limits. So if you will set the lower limit, you just select it. And then you lower it to wherever you want to have it closed. But ours is actually really good, but that's where you would go to do that. So we're gonna skip that right there. And then go back to here. So if you go to your home, at the bottom, shows you what shades are available. You can actually, if you hit the gear at the top, you can set a photo instead of a shade or whatever, or you can create a room right there. You have favorites with the star. You have a scene, so you can create a scene. So, you know, hit the plus sign, name your scene. I want to do all this through our long control system, but you could have it where it's, you know, we'll just do a sample one. Let's say we'll call it 2. And name the scene, we'll call it mid-afternoon. Okay, next. All right, so which shade do we want to execute in this mid-afternoon scene? Let's just say we want the office. And then where do we want the office shade to do? We want it to go to 50%, sounds pretty good. Maybe let's raise it up a little bit higher. Let's only do maybe 41%. I like that. Okay. So now we're going to next. So right now, that shade's going to 41%. So see this little timer right there beside the star? We're going to hit that. And then what days of the week do you want this to happen? Let's say we wanted to just do Monday. Oh, we want this enabled. And we want this at 2 p.m., not 2:01. And then what days of the week? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then we hit save. And boom. Now we have a scene. So every day at 2 o'clock, that shade is going down to the percentage that we just set it at. So I'm going to trash this because I'm going to do all my programming actually through our long control system. But I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to set a scene as a standalone system to automatically have the shades go up and down throughout the day. You can create multiple scenes that way. So we're going to delete this. And then we're just back to the main part of our app. You have My Products, which is all the different products for remotes and so forth. Right now we have one remote that we've associated with the office, and I'll show you guys that in a second. And then we can actually go through the settings to add the other remote to the guest room. And we'll just do that here in a second. So let's do that right now. So we're going to go to remotes. See, it just says one remote at this time. We're going to add another remote. It's going to ask if it's a Zigbee product or RTS. This is Zigbee. So we're going to select that and then add a Zigbee product. And then it has the QR code. On the back of the remote is a QR. So we're just going to hold the remote up. It's going to scan it, just like that. And it's going to ask us to hit a button on the back of the remote for 5 seconds or until the light turns solid green. So as long as we're standing fairly close to the Stumpy Tahoma to originally set this up, this works great. So I'm going to hold the button for down a few seconds. It's now solid. Let go. I'm going to hit next. So it says it could take up to 3 minutes. Sometimes you have to reboot the app, but just to kind of refresh it to bring in another product. But we'll see here. Like I said, sometimes it takes less than 3 minutes, so hopefully it does. Look at there, found it. See, less than 3 minutes. So now it's going to ask us the name of the device. I'm just going to back all this out and erase it. And this is going to be the guest remote, because this shade is in the guest room. And we hit next. Okay, so now it shows the remotes. So the guest remote now needs to be linked. See that little link button right there? So we need to hit the link button and select the actuators you want to affect your single channel remote. So hit refresh. And then it's going to ask us to hit the button again. We did, and then hit OK. So now it's going to say, which remote do you want this to control? So we're doing the guest shade. So we're going to select the guest shade, hit OK. It's going to ask us to confirm by hitting the button again on the back of the remote. Hit OK. And that is it. That is simply all you have to do to add in the remote to control each independent shade. So let's continue on with the video. All right, guys, so we're finally to the end of this little small install with these shades. And so I've shown you a couple different ways to control the shades through the simple single channel remote, and also through the Tahoma app. So very, very simple to set up, very simple to control, whether it's standalone, having a remote on the wall, or just sitting around the counters or whatnot, or having the app also a standalone and controlling it. And I showed you how to do scenes on, automating the shade to open and close at different parts of the day at different percentages. Super easy, guys. But the fit and finish, I mean, it is super nice, super quiet. You can barely hear it. These all have Sumpy motors in them. And again, guys, these are the light filtering shades. So, meaning that I get more privacy with still light coming through. So you can see there's still light coming through, but someone's on this side and someone from the outside, you can't make out detail of what's on either side. So light's coming through, but you're not able to see a lot of detail because it's light filtering. So it gives you some of that privacy. I don't know if this is really showing off very good on video, but this fabric looks incredible. We picked out a fabric called Thunder that's light filtering, and man, I really like it, especially when we get the rest of the walls completed with the gray, the lighter grays on the wall, because we want the dark gray casing with the Thunder fabric. So, and if you guys want, more privacy, or just no light, let's say, in the room, then blackout. And there's tons of different cool colors for blackout. Blackout doesn't mean it has to be a black shade. Blackout just means zero light and zero transparency. Nothing can be seen through it. And if you want less privacy and more light, then there's different levels of sunscreen type fabrics. So lots to choose from, guys. I'm finally glad that we're able to get these rooms or these windows done for this little office. So if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like the video. We love Screen Innovations, super easy to install. Lots of ways to control it, whether it's standalone or adding it to a third-party control system like a lawn. So if you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. But until next time, guys, see ya.